Huntress #1, written by Paul Levitz, art by Marcus Toe. Content warning for this miniseries. This deals pretty heavily with human trafficking, so if that's something that's a thing to you, just make yourself aware of it. I'm just going to say as it happens in the book. So, anyway. Huntress got a miniseries here at the beginning of the New 52. We open up, and she's stepping off a plane saying that she's in Italy. Why is she in Italy? She doesn't explain, but she does say that she's planning on leaving a whole bunch of corpses behind on her trip. She also makes a passing comment about how men are like more trouble than they're worth and how they're only good for getting through immigrations and customs. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I get the sentiment. I'm just not sure like how that applies. Anyway, so she gets dressed in her Huntress gear. She goes out at night, and she's looking at the docks for a shipping container that's apparently due for Gotham. It's full of bad things. And she's trying to stop it at the source instead of letting it get to Gotham and then causing problems there. Knocks out one of the guards, puts him to sleep with literal, like, a syringe of drugs. It's like, just puts him to sleep. Finds the shipping container, knocks it open, and inside she finds a group full of women being held against her will. They're all saying, "Don't leave us, don't abandon us." She's trying to help them, but some more guards show up. She kicks their asses, and during the fight, she accidentally knocks open one of the crates that's inside the shipping container, and inside are a load full of guns as well. So not only is it human trafficking, it's also gun running. So she leads all the women off the boat. I don't know if this is her. I'm assuming it is, but they don't really make it explicit. The boat explodes, or at least the shipment on the boat explodes. But she seems to be just as surprised as everyone else is. So, I don't know. But either way, the shipment is destroyed. And there's a man who is by the docks who goes to visit, I'm assuming the man in charge. His name is Mr. Moretti. He's super high class, swanky, he's in this big mansion, got tons of beautiful women pouring him wine and just fawning over him. And as soon as he hears that the shipment went bad, like it, is gone, he doesn't care about the women. Like, you could always get more women, but he does care about the guns. And he snaps his wine glass in his fingers, makes a call on the phone about how there's a mass vigilante in town and they need a double security, and also they need to send somebody else to the docks because he literally just straight up shot the dude who was reporting the bad news, because I guess we had to make him more evil than just human trafficking and gun running and snapping fine china. Cut to what I assume is a newspaper publisher. It doesn't really provide any sort of location tag on this. We're still in Italy, that's all I know. And Helena, out of costume now, is talking to the editor, and he's like, "Look, I keep publishing these stories about human trafficking, and nobody gets angry. Are you going to get angry and try to help me, Helena?" And Helena's like, "See," and shows off her skills with a letter opener that's there. I don't know if he knows that she's Huntress, but I don't know. So, weird part. So, she arrives at a hotel, and she's talking to the bellhop, and she mentions to the bellhop that she's looking for something a little personal. And we don't see the exact exchange, but the end result is that later that night there's a knock on the door, and she's greeted by a very large burly man who's accompanying a very young-looking girl who's there for her, if you catch my drift. He discusses how payment will be made and when he's going to show back up, and Helena immediately just knocks him out with a kick to the face. But he scares the girl. The girl calls a panic line on her phone. She puts her to sleep by pinching a nerve and then starts getting ready to fight whoever she called. She gets in her outfit, and just next 3 pages is just a full-out brawl in this hotel, just taking out dude after dude who showed up to stop Huntress. At the end of it all, the guys are tied up. They are met by someone. He's kept in shadow, and they're like, "Look, this masked person, she was a demon. She came in and she just wrecked us. But we didn't speak, and we swear that we will guard the next shipment with our lives. And he's like, yes, you will. And he kills them both and walks out. And that's where the issue ends. I don't know that much about Huntress. Everything I know is from, after this. I do like this issue. It's just, I don't know, it's one of those things where it is so real, Like, it isn't a matter of, we're going to find out that the person who's doing the human trafficking is actually, like, Brainiac or something. It's like, no, these are just people. Like, this is just issues. Yes, she's dressed up as Huntress, but I don't know. The fact that it is a thing that happens and, like, people are just, I don't know what the thing is in Naples, Italy, but the fact that a lot of people are just going around like, yeah, that's just how it is. It's really jarring. I don't know. It's good for the writing, though. I'm not saying it's bad writing. It's just like the content of which makes me uncomfortable, but I think that's the point, But no, I'm going to go ahead. I think this is a 7. The art also is very good. Maybe a little bit stock standard, but the tone of it really works for this. Like it's a softer sort of feel, but it when the action comes, it's a hard action. So yeah, no, it works. It works. It's a fine book. I'm gonna give it a 7. Not blowing me away right now, but I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I'm assuming it's just going to be a Helena versus the mob story, but who knows? Maybe we could get an alien somewhere along the way. But yeah, that's Huntress number 1.